So, good evening and welcome to this Sunday night practice. 8 p.m. on a Sunday, and just a very good evening or good morning or afternoon whenever you choose to join the practice. Noticing how you feel this evening as you arrive into the practice. Just recently had the news from the Prime Minister, and this may hold some hope for many people, hope of a little bit of normality returning sooner rather than later. Or it may not be quite good enough news. Maybe you were wanting things to be different, and part of the reason we kind of suffer in our lives is when we're caught in this place of wanting things to be different from the way they are. So we're kind of here and we wish to be here, and that can be anything. Maybe we've got a certain type of house and we want to have another type of house. Maybe we've chose something for dinner and we want something else for dinner. Or maybe it can be much deeper than that with, like we've said tonight, the news of potential changes in the lockdown situation, but we want it to be much, much quicker. And it's this gap between which can cause us some anxieties and restlessness and stuff like that. So just really noticing how it's impacted on you this evening, how you are with the news, and inviting you to find a chair, a surface to settle on as you intentionally take your seat for a short sitting meditation practice, one of the mindfulness practices. And tonight we'll settle the body with a breath, and then we'll move into awareness of sounds and thoughts for the practice tonight. So I just wanted to bust a little myth as well about maybe wanting to come to sit to a mindfulness practice only if all the elements are correct. So if you're feeling really good and really positive and relaxed, or if you're feeling like you wish to be relaxed, then sometimes we can put a little bit of pressure on ourselves for the meditation. So the invitation is just to simply bring yourself to the mindfulness practice however you are, however you're feeling. And even rolling out the welcome mat to perhaps joy, sorrow, agitation, frustration. Imagine opening the door to your house and you're welcoming people that you're really excited to see, and then people arrive that you're not really that bothered about arriving at the door, and yet still allowing them in, still welcoming them at the door. So just really bringing that sense of an attitude of acceptance, if you like, to whatever's here in your mood, however you are this evening in this moment. And now dropping in on the present moment, just simply becoming aware of how things are for you. Sitting with a sense of purpose, the feet in contact with the ground, the body in contact with the chair, and inviting you to sit a little bit more upright and alert perhaps than usual. Really sensing into this sitting posture. A sense of the weight of the body through the tops of the legs and the lower legs down to the feet, the weight going downwards. Grounded, rooted to the ground and the earth beneath. And then a sense of upliftment through the back, so growing tall through the back, growing tall through the spine, Sensing into the shoulders and just loosening them off and softening them down if this is possible. The hands and arms just resting lightly on the legs. The chin tucked in slightly and the head balanced on top. And tuning into the body in the present moment in this sitting posture. Sitting here with the qualities of a mountain, if you like. Choosing whether to close the eyes or keep the eyes open with the gaze slightly lowered, just to invite you to turn inwards and narrowing the focus of awareness just to yourself in this moment. And then as you sit, the body in this upright, dignified posture, allowing your awareness to settle with the physical sensations of the breath. Noticing the breath, breathing into and out from the body. It might be in the movement of the body, really tuning into the sensations in the body as the breath moves into and out from the body. Using this as a place to anchor the attention, if you like. Or perhaps a sense of the breath in the nostrils. Breathing into and out from the nostrils in this moment. Wherever really you notice the breath the best for you. Just this breath. And if the mind is really scattered and really busy, then this is absolutely fine. It doesn't mean that you're failing at meditation or you've done anything wrong. It's the nature of the mind to wander. This is what minds do. So simply noting the activity in the mind, and notice if you get caught up in thinking. And being very gentle and kind with yourself as you notice this. Congratulating yourself on a moment of mindfulness to even notice it. The mind has wandered off, the attention's not with the breath. And then gently but firmly bringing the attention back to the body, breathing, breath, breathing the body. And as you sit here in this sense of stillness with awareness, just letting go of the body and breath as the focal point for your attention, and allowing sounds now to come into center stage of your awareness. Maybe sounds from inside your body. If you're digesting dinner or haven't had dinner and you're hungry. Maybe even the sound of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. Perhaps it sounds from other people, TV in a different room, or people you share your house with, clattering about, going about their own business. Just simply noticing the sound itself, so not getting caught up in the sound or any need to identify with the sound. Just allowing sound to come to the ears. Just like a microphone picks up sound. Just allowing the ears to pick up sounds. Perhaps it sounds from the outside. Where I am in Bognor, it's really, really windy. So I can hear the wind racing away outside the window. So coming back to a sense of the whole of the body sitting here and bringing awareness to sounds. And just the raw sounds themselves. If you've noticed that the mind's got hijacked and caught up in thinking, then remembering this is absolutely fine. Just bringing the attention back. Back to sounds. And then noticing whether the sounds are in front or behind you, to the left or right. Where is it you pick up the sound from? Noticing the silence between sounds. And at any point that you feel like you're getting too busy, too involved, you can always come back to a sense of the anchor of the breath, or the anchor of the contact points of the body with the ground or the chair. Just to stabilise the mind again, steady the mind, and then come back to awareness of sounds when it feels right. As best as you can, just allow the attention to be with the sounds. Noticing perhaps the different volumes of sounds. Different qualities. And allowing yourself to be surprised. Perhaps you've always assumed or thought that a particular sound stayed the same the whole time. As you bring awareness to sound in this way, you may notice it different. So sitting here in this mountain posture, feet in contact with the ground. Sense of the whole body sitting here and bringing your awareness to sounds. Perhaps noticing some sounds in the distance, far off, far away. And some sounds quite close by. And if the mind has wandered off, which it probably will do very quickly, the mind has a life all of its own. Just noticing and then gently escorting it back to this moment and awareness of sounds. Noticing the length of the sounds, the duration. Perhaps the layers of sound. Just really tuning into what's here to be noticed. The sounds coming and going. Passing by. And then when you're ready, just allowing sounds to now fade into the background, letting go of sounds as the main focus of your awareness. And up until now, if we've noticed that the mind has wandered off, the attention has been hijacked elsewhere, we've gently but firmly escorted the attention back to the sound perhaps, or a sense of the body. And now in this next part of the practice, as best as you can now, noticing thoughts and thinking. So sitting here with the qualities of a mountain, the feet in contact with the ground and the body in contact with the chair. Just allowing yourself to notice thoughts as best as you can. If this feels difficult or weird, then there are options. One option is to maintain the awareness with the body and the breath as the anchor points. if it feels quite difficult to even identify with thoughts, then you could almost visualise the body sitting at the side of a river or a stream, and the thoughts come along as kind of bubbles in the water. And you can notice the quality and the content of each thought as best as you can. And when you notice yourself getting caught up in the thought stream, then coming back to sit on the side on this riverbank. So observing thoughts, if you like. Observing the landscape of your thinking. There may be thoughts of planning or remembering things. And just as we notice the different qualities of sound, and sound passing and fading, maybe even noticing, if it's possible, how thoughts come and go. Maybe some very tiny wispy thoughts, or fuller, bigger thoughts that get you carried away. Another way to notice thoughts, if you like, is to imagine the mind were a clear blue sky, and thoughts come along just like clouds do. Some clouds are full and big and white and grey, and this may be a big thought. Maybe a thought that keeps coming back for attention. Just simply noticing the thought as a thought. It may be a very fine wispy cloud, like a very fleeting thought. And just noticing this too. And so simply sitting here in the present moment, bringing your awareness to thoughts. And not trying too hard, not going out to search or overthink. Just simply coming back to the stability of the whole of the body, grounded here in the moment. And allow this sense of spaciousness to observe your thoughts. If it gets too confusing or too overwhelming, then just bringing the attention back to a sense of the body in contact with the ground or the chair, or a sense of the breath. And just bringing a sense of curiosity and kindness to thinking, the thoughts. Just this moment. Dropping into the present moment. And now when it feels right for you to do so, just simply allowing a sense of this sitting here with awareness to thoughts to fade. Coming back to the direct experience of the body here in the present moment. The temperature of the body, sense of the weight of the body going down and the height of the body going up. A sense of the whole body breathing. Breath, breathing the whole of the body. And as we draw this practice together to its close, the body's been still, just allowing some movement to come back to the body. Allowing the eyes to gently open. And noticing any kind of sights you can see. So expanding the awareness to take in the room in which you're practicing, sky, the clouds, the colours of the clouds, trees in the wind. Just this expanded awareness to everything here. So thanks for joining me for the practice. I will be back here again with a click of a live button at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible. Please do feel free to share the videos, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Take care and stay safe. Bye now.